Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
So last class I have discussed about the seismic waves, and this class I will discuss about the size of an earthquake, and before that I will solve one example problem to show you how we can locate the epicenter of an earthquake. Okay, so let's start that. So this example problem, it is given the estimate the epicentral location of the earthquake from the given data. Assume that P wave and S wave velocities through the crust are 6 km per second and 3 km per second respectively. Also assume that earthquake is a shallow earthquake. Okay, and note that the source of this latitude and longitude data is given here. So that means these are the location of three seismograph point. So this is latitude is given and longitude is given. So I have to locate the epicentral position in terms of latitude and the longitude. Okay, and here the P wave arrival time is given for each location. S wave arrival time is given, and definitely there is a time gap. So that I have to use. So that means it is given the 6 kilometers per second and the 3 kilometer per second P wave and S wave velocity. That means this is passing through the crust and it is shallow earthquake, and obviously the distance between epicenter and hypocenter is very small. So I can use my first method, that I can use that equation. So let's do that equation, use that equation and do it. So, but one thing before I start the solution, I should mention that here your latitude and longitude, the difference is in terms of degree. Okay, but that degree I have to convert in terms of kilometer, in terms of distance, in terms of kilometer. Otherwise, I cannot solve. Okay, so now how I will convert that, and before that you can see that if I give you the idea of an latitude and longitude and their distance. So if I draw the earth, say this is earth, and here it is given this is north direction, this is north south, and this is your east and west. Okay, so that means this will be your north pole and this will be your south pole. Okay, this is south pole, this is north pole, and pole means the north pole. So now here, suppose if you say this is what? This is equator. Okay, so this one is the and then I can draw this is the prime meridian. Okay, this is prime meridian. Clear? Now from here I can draw, these are what? These are my longitude. So these are all longitudes. Similarly, these will be the latitude. Okay, these will be the latitude. Now here if you see that the longitude, so from here if I start from equator and if I go towards the north, I can go towards the north or towards the south. So equator I can say this is 0 degree and the north pole is 90 degree north and south is also 90 degree south. Similarly, This prime meridian, I can say this is 0 degree, and then I can go from 0 to 180 towards the east and 0 to 180 towards the west. So if I go from equator to north pole, then that will be your latitude. Okay, so equator is it's also latitude which is 0 degree. Then I can go to 90 degree. Then prime meridian is also a longitude. Then I can go to from 0 to 180 and 0 to 180 both the side. So now my question is, suppose if I change my 1 degree latitude, okay. So for 1 degree change in latitude, there will be 1 kilometer distance change. Okay, that you can calculate. So that is given here. So remember that. So now the thing is that if I change 1 degree latitude at any position, any your longitude position. So that means this is my longitude position, say. From here I am changing 1 degree latitude. So either this latitude, either this longitude or this longitude, whatever longitude, if you change 1 degree, it will be 1 kilometer. That is fixed, because the distance is same. For along the all longitude, this distance is same. So if you change 1 degree along the any longitude, that will give you a change of 111 kilometer. But in case of change in 1 latitude, so this is your change in 1 latitude, 111 kilometer, but your change in 1 degree of longitude is not same for all the latitude. It varies. Why it varies? Suppose this is your interest, this latitude where your station is placed. Now here, if you change 1 degree, then the distance that you cover, now here change in 1 degree, you will get the same. Here also if you change 1 degree, and here also you change 1 degree on any longitude. Suppose this is your longitude here, this is your interest of longitude here. On this longitude, here you are changing 1 degree, and here you are changing 1 degree, but here you are actually covering more distance in terms of kilometer compared to here. Because 1 degree. So in that sense, at the North Pole, if you change your change in 1 degree longitude, that will be actually 0 kilometer. So that means as equator it is maximum, at North Pole it is minimum. So equator it will be again 101 kilometer. So change in 1 degree, but at the North Pole and South Pole it is 0. So our case, if you look at the longitude position, latitude position, that is our latitude is 37 degree, but some minute is there, second is there, so it is 37 degree you approximately consider. So for 37 degree, maybe 0 if I go to the north, because it is towards the north. So 37 degree will be around here. So at this, on this latitude, on 37 degree latitude, if you change 1 degree, then it will be 88 kilometer. If it is a 50 degree latitude, then if you change 1 degree, that will be less than 88 kilometer. If it is 90 degree latitude, then change in 1 degree will be 0 kilometer. And if it is 0 latitude, change in 1 degree will be 1 kilometer. Clear? So that things you have to first sort it out. So now here it is seen that now for our case, you understand that for 1 degree change in the latitude will be 111 kilometer, and 1 degree change in the longitude will be 88 kilometer. For 1 degree change in the latitude, that will be always 111 kilometer. But 1 degree change in the longitude, that will vary depending upon your position. Okay? So that will be 111 kilometer, and that will be 88 kilometers. So now let's see. Let's start the solution. Now for location 1, So, just okay. Now, for location 1, so the distance different del TPS, that will be how much? This is 27.95 minus 19.98, because this 5.17 is also common. So, it will be only in terms of change in terms of second. So, that will be here, if I take the difference, it will be 7.97 second. Okay. Now, we know the equation is del TPS divided by 1 by Vs minus 1 by Vp, and Vs I know that is one is 3 km per second and is 6 km per second. So, here if I put 7.97 divided by 1 by 3 into 10 to the power 3, because it is kilometer, I am converting it to meter, minus 1 by 6 into 10 to the power 3, because your Vp is given 6 kilometer, that means 6 meter per second into 3, and Vs, that is 3 into 10 to the power 3 meter per second. Okay. So, now the value is 47.82 kilometers. So, D1 distance we can get is 47.82 kilometers. So, now I have drawn this 3 location. This is my station 1. So, this location 1, that is your 42.87. So, I can see this is 47.82 kilometer. Okay. So, this is 47.82 kilometer, that is the radius of that circle. So, because that is actually the distance between the epicenter to that station, okay, for the shallow earthquake in this case. So, that is actually the radius of that circle, that is 47.2. Similarly, for location 2, your del TPS is equal to 19.76 minus, it is how much? This is 16.52. This is 16.52, that will be 3.24 second. Similarly, D2 I can calculate 3.24 divided by 1 by 3 into 10 to the power 3 minus 1 by 6 into 10 to the power 3. Okay. So, that will give me 19.44 kilometer. So, D2, that distance is equal to 19.44 kilometer, this circle at station 2. Now, for location or station 3, their del PS is equal to 24.58 minus 18.31, that is equal to 6.27 second. Okay. And D3 will be equal to 6.27 second divided by 1 by 3 into 10 to the power 3 minus 1 by 6 into 10 to the power 3. So, that will be equal to 37.62 kilometer. So, now this distance is equal to 37.62 kilometer. Okay. So, now I know D1, D2, D3. Now next step is how to locate this station. I know the diameter, I know their distance, but how to locate this station? So, to locate this station, I consider station A is my reference station. Station 1 is my reference station. So, I will locate station 2 and 3 with respect to station 1. Clear? So, station 1 I can consider as a reference station. Now, if I compare location 1 and 2, okay, if I compare location 1 and 2, then change in latitude is how much? Change in latitude, you can see that is 37 degree 45 minute 0 second minus 37. So, this is change in latitude, you can see this is 1 and 2. So, 37 45 0 minus 37 22 30. Okay. So, that means 37 22 minute and 30 second. So, now if I convert it, then it will be equal to 22.5 minute, and in terms of degree it will be 0.375 degree. So, change in latitude. So, now I am now doing the change in latitude. So, change in latitude, this is 0.375 degree. Now, I have already mentioned that 1 degree change in latitude is 1 kilometer. Okay. So, 1 degree. So, then you change in distance, or that you convert into 0.375 into 111. Okay. So, that will give me 41.63 kilometer. Towards which direction? So, this is 1. So, that means you can see that this is 32 and this is 22 degree 22 minute 30 second. This is 45 minute. So, that means the location 2 is towards the north compared to location 1. Okay? Because it is more than this, because this is your 0 and towards north this is higher value. As you go from 0 towards north, your latitude value will increase. So, increase means you are going towards north. You can go towards south also, but here it is mentioned north. So, that is why I am going north. So, it is 45 is more than 22. So, it is towards north. So, location 2 is towards the north. Here it is towards north, south, east and west. So, it is towards north. So, location 1 is towards north by a distance of 41.63 kilometer. Now, if I go for this change in longitude, that is how much change in longitude. You can see this is 221, 52, 30, 22, 200. That means here location 1 is 52, location 2 is 20. So, that means location 1 is 52 degree, 22 degree 50. So, that means location 2 has higher longitude value as compared to location 1. Higher means it is towards the east. Higher means this is your prime meridian, it is go towards the east or west. But here it is mentioned east, so it will towards the east. Okay. So, that means the change in longitude, that is change in longitude, it is 121 degree 52 second 52 minute 30 second minus 122 degree 20 second 22 minute 00 second. But you can write it in 122 degree 20 minute 0 second minus 121 degree 52 minute 30 second also. But finally, in terms of degree, the difference is 0.458 degree. So in terms of distance, it will be, in case of latitude it was 111 kilometer, in case of longitude it will be 458 into 88 kilometer. So it will be 40.3 kilometer. So finally your location 2 is 41.60 kilometer towards the north as compared to location 1, and 40.3 kilometer towards the east as compared to location 1. So because location 1 is my reference station, so that is the thing. So that means this vertical distance is how much? Vertical distance between point 1 and 2 is 41.63, and horizontal distance between point 1 and 2 is 40.3 kilometer. So it is towards north and east. The same way I can locate the position of your third location. So now if I compare location 1 and 3, then change in latitude, that will be 37 degree 52 minute and 33 second minus 37 degree 22 minute 30 second. So this will be around 0.501 degree. So your distance covered, that will be equal to 0.501 into, it is 111, that is equal to 55.6 kilometer. So it will be towards the north or your south, towards the north or south. So here also this is my equation, station 1, this is station 3. So station 3 longitude is more than the station 1. That means station 3 also towards the north compared to station 1. And in terms of longitude, this is 121 52 30 second, here 121 42 38. So now here station 3 is towards the west as compared to station 1. Okay, because your longitude of station 3 is less than the longitude of station 1. So it will be towards the west. Okay, so now you can see it is towards north but towards west as compared to the station 1, station 3. So now here, so similarly change is longitude, change in longitude, that is 121 degree 52 minute 30 second minus 121 degree 42 minute 38 second. So it will be 0.148 degree. So distance covered will be 0.148 into 88. So it is approximately this 13 kilometer. So that means location 3 is your 55.6 kilometers towards the north as compared to station 1, and 13 kilometer towards the west as compared to station 1. So this way, if you say your station 1 coordinate is 0, 0, this way you can get the x and y coordinate of station 2 and x and y coordinate of station 3, and then you can plot this station 1 and station 2 and station 3. Now if I write this is my 0, 0, and this one is say your x and y, or this is y and this is say x. So that means what is the coordinate of this one? This one coordinate will be x coordinate is towards the east, so x coordinate will be your plus 40.3 and plus your 41.63. Okay, and for this station 3, your x coordinate will be minus 13 and y coordinate will be towards the north 55.6, that will be 55.6. Okay, it is in terms of kilometer, obviously this is in terms of kilometer. Okay, so this is towards the north, means the y coordinate, this is positive, both north and east is positive, west and south is negative, if you say. So this will be your 41.63, this will be your 40.3, both are positive, and here it is towards the west, so it is 13 kilometer negative, but it is above towards the north, so 55.6 kilometer positive. So I can locate this. Now I can locate station 1, 2, 3. I know the diameter, location, distance from station 1 to the epicenter. So that is the diameter, that D1, D2, D3 I know. So I will draw this 3 curve now with the station 1, this position is center, diameter. I will draw this curve. Then this I will draw this circle and 3 circle and intersection point, that will give me the epicenter. Okay, so that is the thing, the estimate the epicenter location. But I have now located the epicenter. Now I have to convert it to in terms of your latitude and longitude. Okay, so I can now locate, but here all 3 points are passing, all 3 curves are passing through one point. As I mentioned, this may not pass, and sometimes then you have to take the centroid of that small triangle. Now convert it your in terms of latitude and longitude. So now I know this is my reference point 0, 0. With respect to this reference point, I can measure what is the distance of this point. It is basically positive. Then what will be the x coordinate, what will be the y coordinate? Y coordinate will represent, y coordinate of this point will represent it is locating towards the north as compared to station 1, and this is your x coordinate, it will represent that it is locating towards the east as compared to the station 1, because this is both, you can see both are positive. That means it is towards east as well as towards north. So that means the position of epicenter is towards east and north compared to the location 1. So now I can measure this x and y coordinate, and I will get the, and then I will convert it to degree, and then I will convert it to latitude and longitude. So that means the epicenter is 22.35 kilometer. That you can measure from that graph. If you draw it with proper scale, then from there you can get the distance, and then you convert it to actual scale. Suppose it is drawn 1:1000 scale, for example. So then if you measure it, then multiply with the 1000, you will get the actual distance in terms of kilometer. Okay, or if you draw it into 1:100, so whatever scale you can consider, and then convert it to actual distance. So then actual distance is 22.35 kilometer. Okay, towards east. Towards east means your x value is here is 22.35 kilometer, which is positive towards east. And with respect to location 1. Okay. Now, and it is 42.67 kilometer towards north. That means y is equal to 42.67 kilometer. So this is also with respect to location 1. or station 1. So I know these things, now I can convert it to, so I know that 42.67 kilometer, that is equivalent to, because that is equivalent to 0.3844 degree. How I am getting that? It is 42.67 towards the north. So that means here this kilometer for 1 degree change, it is 111 kilometer. Now it is, say, the means, or you can say 111 kilometer change is equal to 1 degree. Now it is 42.67 kilometer change will be how much? Then you can calculate the degree. So that is your degree, and that you can convert in terms of minute and second. That will be 23 minute 4 seconds. So degree, if you divide it with, if you multiply it for degree, multiply it to second, 60, you will get the minute. If you multiply it for the 60, you will get the second. Okay. So, and vice versa also. If you have the say your second and minute, then you convert it to degree also. Okay. So that is 23.4 second. Okay. So, and similarly your 2.25 kilometer, which is equivalent to 0.25284 degree. So that will be equal to 15 degree 10 second. So this is means the change in 1 degree is 88 kilometer, or 88 kilometer change is equivalent to 1 degree. So 22.25 degree change will be how much? That is the degree. Now, so finally I will get the latitude of that point, the epicenter will be 37 degree 45 minutes 34 second. How I am getting that? So here the station 1, it is 37 degree 22 minute 30 second, and it is towards the north. So I have to add these. I have to add this 23 minute 4 second, and if you add 22 degree minute 4 second, so this will be 34 and this will be 23 plus 22 45. So this will be 40 37 45 34. Okay. So you can say 34 5 second is added and 23. So it will be 45 and 37 is same. Because why I am adding this? Because it is towards the north. If it is towards the south, then I have to subtract this value. As it is towards the north, then that's why I am adding it. So similarly, it will be the latitude and the longitude. Longitude will be 122 degree 0 minute 40 second. Why? Because it is 15 minute 10 second. So I have to add or subtract. As it is towards the east, so I have to add it. So here you can see it is 15 10. So if you can see it is 121 and 52. So if I add 10 second, it will be 40 second, and it is 15. So it is 15 means 52 plus 15. So it will be your 167. It will be 67. But it is, as it is more than 60, so that means 1 degree will be added, and there will be 7 minute, because this will be 121 degree 67 minute 30 second 40 second. But as it is more than 60, you know, that's why that 1 degree will be added. So this will be 1 degree. If I add that, so this will be 122 degree 7 minute and 40 second. So this is the location of epicenter in terms of latitude and longitude, and distance you can know. The distance of 3 points from the location is given here. So this is a complete problem, but remember that it is valid for shallow earthquake. Okay. So now I will finish today's class. Before I finish today's class, I will give you just one or two information about the size of earthquake. Size of earthquake, how I can define the earthquake, size, how big the earthquake, is a small earthquake or big earthquake or intermediate earthquake. So that can be done in two ways, either based on earthquake intensity or based on earthquake magnitude. Okay. So the intensity, so there will be different scales are there. Some are intensity based scale, some are magnitude based scale. So oldest method is the intensity based scale, and now the new one is the magnitude based scale. So those things will be discussed in the next class about the size of earthquake. Thank you.